Good morning and welcome to another edition of Rise and Shine Yoga. I'm Paul, the owner of Oxford Yoga Studio in downtown Oxford, located on 18 North Washington. Hope you had a good week. Snowing a little bit outside this morning, but the weather's not too bad, so I want to welcome you. Let us start in our usual posture. In a sitting position, you can have your legs crossed or you can have your legs extended. And we're going to do something a little different this morning. We're just going to sit up tall. Place your hands either on your knees or in the palms or in your lap with the palms in your lap. And just sit up tall. Close the eyes. Just kind of take a few breaths here. Just kind of settle into your mat. Kind of check in. Do a body scan from head to toe. Just to see how you're feeling this morning. See if there are any problem areas in the body, problem areas in your mind. If you have any thoughts about things that happened already this morning or over the weekend, just kind of let them go. Let them just float in and out. If you have any thoughts about what you got to do today, this afternoon, tomorrow, the rest of the week, just let those go as well. Just try to focus on the next 30 minutes. Focus on relaxation. Focus on just calming your mind. Getting more and more relaxed. Take a few more breaths. Again, nice deep breaths. Getting more relaxed, more peaceful. And very slowly open your eyes. Very slowly. Bring your palms together at the center of the heart and just bow your chin to chest. Once you do set an intention for your practice, as we usually do, it can be for a friend, a family member, someone you're not on good terms with, it can be for the world. But for whoever you set the intention for, know that they're going to get just as many benefits from the practice as you are. And to me, that is probably the essence of yoga. Good thoughts, good actions, good words toward our fellow human being, toward our fellow just living beings, creatures on our planet. Just bow your chin, just sealing in that intention, knowing that you can come back to that intention at any time during the practice, anytime you're struggling in the mind, in the body, in the breath. Just come back to that intention. Remaining in a seated position, I want you to take your right hand, bring it by your left ear, and just gently bring your right ear to your right shoulder, not forcing it, just very gently. You should feel a little stretch here in the left part of the neck. And then release, bring the head back to center. Take your left hand, bring it by your right ear, and just gently bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Again, we're not forcing it. Again, you should feel a little stretch here in the right side of your neck. And then release. Come back to center. And now just bow your chin to your chest. Again, we're stretching the neck here. And then very slowly come back up. Just an FYI with the neck, I don't ever want you to rotate the neck like this. Don't ever do that. It's kind of a habit that we were taught, or at least I was taught when I was a kid for sports. So don't ever rotate the neck like this. Either stretch the neck just by bringing your chin to your chest or by bringing your ears to the shoulder. Those are the only ways I want you to move your neck. Let's just warm up a little bit more. So let's roll forward in the tabletop pose, hands and knees. We'll do a few cat-cows. Check the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Take a quick look back. Make sure your feet are behind your knees. Flat back. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, round the back. Inhale. Drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, round the back. One more time. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale, round the back. Come to a flat back. Bring the big toes of your feet together. Sit back on your heels. Fold forward into our first child's pose of the morning. Knees can be touching or knees can be wide apart. Totally up to you. As I always say, this is the pose of comfort. Come to this pose at any time during the practice. If your mind wanders, breath goes, or is struggling, body's not cooperating, come to the pose of child's pose. Yoga is not a competition. It does not matter what your neighbor's doing. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. Yoga is totally about taking care of your body on your mat. Very slowly come back up. Come to a seated position, take a break, and we'll see you in our next segment.
Hello, I'm Elgin Nichols.
And I'm Terry Stiles.
Together, Terry and I host the weekly news Monday through Friday at 12, 6, and 11 p.m.
Broadcast on Charter Channel 191 and AT&T U-verse 99, we only cover news that impacts our local Addison and Oxford area. In other words, by all accounts, news that would normally not receive from any other televised source.
But chances are, if it's local, it will be found on Oxford Community Television and OCTV.
For the weekly news, I'm Terry Stiles.
And I'm Elgin Nichols. Together, we invite you to join Terry and me for our next OCTV weekly news program.
Welcome back to our next segment of Rise and Shine Yoga. We're going to continue warming up the body. Let's do a few sun A's. So check your stance, make sure your feet are hip distance apart. And really our hips aren't that wide apart. Sometimes people have them wide, so they're a little bit narrower than you think. Stand up tall, bring your palms together at the center of the heart. We're going to inhale the arms up to the sky, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, slowly fold forward over straight legs. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, step back to the top of a push-up, gaze to the front of the mat. Then exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the bottom. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift the chest, up dog. Exhale, uncurl the toes, lift the hips, down dog. So this is probably your first one, maybe bicycle the feet. Raise one, then the other. Hands are firmly into the mat. Head is very relaxed. Arms are strong. The end of your next exhale, look between the hands, bend the knees, walk, step both feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. And put a big bend in your knees. Let the head drop, let the arms drop. If you want, you can grab opposing elbows. And as always, make sure you breathe. And then release opposing elbows, slowly unwind. Come all the way up to standing, reach and rise the arms up. And then exhale, palms together, center of the heart. Let's just do one more. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward over straight legs. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, step back to the top of a push-up. Keeping the elbows in tight, slowly lower all the way down to the bottom. Inhale, straighten the arms, lift the chest. Then exhale, uncurl the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Keeping the hands and the feet where they are. Inhale and shift to the top of a push-up. And slowly exhale back to down dog. Inhale to the top of a push-up. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, top of a push-up. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, top of a push-up. Exhale to down dog. One more. Inhale to the top of a push-up. And then exhale to down dog. Look between the hands, bend the knees, walk, step both feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, all the way up to standing. Exhale, palms together, center of the heart. That shifting from down dog to plank is kind of a cue to make sure our hands and our feet are in a good position. If you had to adjust your hands and your feet during that, it just means that we need to get better alignment with our down dog. So ideally, hands and feet never move, and we can just shift back and forth like we did. So just a FYI, something to practice. So bring our palms together. Inhale the arms up to the sky. This time take your right hand, grab your left wrist, and then we're just going to lean over to your right, pushing your hips over to the left, but keeping good balance in the feet. Really stretching out this oblique area on the left side. And then come back to center. Grab your right wrist with your left hand, and then lean over to your left. Again, we're stretching out the right obliques. Then come back to center, and then bring your palms together, shake it out. Take a wide stance. So you're probably gonna have your feet off the mat. Bring your arms out to a T. Inhale, exhale the hands to the waist. Inhale, a little back bend, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Then exhale, slowly fold forward. Bring your hands onto the mat or fingertips. Knees can be slightly bent if you need to. Let the head drop. And as always, good breath. Bring your hands to the waist. Very slowly come back up. Arms out to a T. And now bring your hands to the waist. And keeping that wide stance, we're going to do another Buddha squat. I just like Buddha squats because they're really good for everything. And then just come down. Your heels may touch the floor, or they may not. Bring your palms together. And we're just going to sit up nice and tall. If you want a little more, you can bring your elbows on the inside of your legs and just press your legs open, but you don't have to. These squats really help with our strength in our legs. In yin yoga, which I'm a big fan of, typically I hold this squat for about 5 minutes, which you might be like, why? But it's really, really good. Squats are great. Squats are good if you're pregnant, help with headaches, back issues. Squats are good as you get older, as we have to go to the bathroom, squatting, bending down, using our legs. Now bring your right hand behind your right hip, left hand behind the left hip. Slowly make your way to a seated position. Cross the legs or have the legs out in front of you. Take a quick break and maybe get a drink of water. And then in the next segment, we'll finish with our seated poses and closing meditation. So we will see you in the next segment.
Hello, I'm Elgin Nichols.
And I'm Dave Kenny.
And together, Dave and I host a program called Minutes by Minute. We discuss what local Oxford and Addison politicians and appointed representatives are doing to make your life happy or miserable by passing laws, ordinances, and regulations that affect you.
We believe that within those political decisions is humor. You just have to hunt for it. For example, did you know there's a local ordinance that allows people to shoot off fireworks 24 hours a day, 365 days a year? But since they can do it, nobody wants to do it.
Catch us Monday through Friday on Charter 191 and ATTU Verse 99, scheduled for 7 a.m., 11 a.m., and 10:30 p.m., or go to our webpage, OCCTV.org, and click on Programs. I'm Elgin Nichols.
And I'm Dave Kenny. Each week, catch us on Minutes by Minute.
Don't miss it.
Welcome back to our final segment of Rise and Shine Yoga, our seated poses. We're going to finish off with some yin poses. So we hold the poses a little bit longer, but we're not straining into the poses. So the first one is butterfly. So bring the soles of your feet out and keep them away from your body. Let the feet and the knees open up. Take your hands behind your hips and just press yourself forward and just gently fold over your legs, the back round. If you need to, you can sit on a blanket. Just let the breath go. Let gravity pull us deeper into the poses. On average, we hold the poses 3 to 5 minutes, but we won't hold them that long. We'll just hold them maybe a minute or two. About 30 seconds left. Very slowly come back up. Always want to come out of these poses, these yin poses, very slowly. Now make your way to lie on your back. We're going to do a pose I don't think we've done before. It's called Happy Baby. So you're going to bring your legs up, bend the knees. You're going to take your hands, grab the outside of your foot, and you're just going to gently try to bring your knees into your elbows, your armpit. This is called Happy Baby. I never had a baby, and I've never seen one happy do this, but it's actually good for the inner groin area. Rock side to side if you'd like, just massaging your back. Then release. Bring your knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Bring your arms out to a T. Let the knees gently drop over to the right. Maybe lift your head, take your gaze over the left shoulder for a nice spinal twist. Farther you bring your knees up towards your chest or your waist, the more of a twist. But just be gentle. We're going to hold this for a little bit, so we don't want to force anything here. Very gently bring the knees, the gaze back to center. And then let the knees drop gently over to the left. Maybe pick your head up and take your gaze over the right shoulder. But again, just see how your body's feeling. Very slowly bring your knees and the gaze back to center. Hug the knees into the chest, rock side to side. And then maybe just roll over to your favorite side. to fetal position. Hopefully feeling better, lighter, more at peace than when you started. And very gently make your way back up to a seated position at the front of the mat. Legs can be straight or crossed. Bring your palms together at the center of the heart. Close your eyes and bow your chin to chest, coming back to that intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. Thank you so much for letting me lead you in your practice this morning. It is really, really an honor for me. The light in me bows, shines, reflects the beautiful healing energy that comes from each of your hearts. And we end with Namaste.
At Oakland County Parks and Recreation, we value what you value: family relationships, community connections, good health, environmental stewardship, and economic stability. Oakland County residents and businesses have invested in preserving nearly 7,000 acres of parkland. Since 1966, 13 parks and golf courses have been acquired, maintained, and improved. Oakland County parks and facilities are made possible by millage funds supported by Oakland County residents. For a home valued at $200,000, the homeowner pays less than $25 per year to support the Oakland County parks. With every generation, families create lifelong memories at Oakland County's award-winning parks. From exciting summer escapades and stories around the campfire to brisk fall walks on wooded trails and snowy winter outings, the outdoors beckons year-round. It's time to get up, get out, and get going at the Oakland County parks. Active recreation options abound. Cross-country ski or mountain bike on tree-lined trails. Scale the rock climbing wall. Get your kicks with soccer at several sports fields. Row or paddle a boat on 4 picturesque inland lakes. It's an easy journey. Most parks are just a short drive away. A quick tip: all our parks and golf courses end in Oaks. To find your favorite, just go to destinationoakland.com.
You're watching OCTV, Oxford Community Television, serving Oxford, Addison Township, and the village of Leonard.